So I know you've been really focused on all-in-one loan. I even went, I think, 2 classes now on it. I think I understand it, but what's the easiest way to break down exactly what the all-in-one loan is?
The all-in-one loan is a way that you can pay off your house much quicker than traditional financing. You can save, in some cases, hundreds of thousands of dollars in interest. And really the big difference of it is most mortgages are designed to help get people into the loan. The all-in-one loan is designed to help people get out of the loan. And that's really the big difference.
Okay, so then if it's designed to get you out of the loan and you pay it off quicker and you're saving on interest, which is the majority of what you pay in a loan, how do you know if it's the right match for you?
If you have more positive cash flow than you have on your spending, right? So if you're making more money and you're saving more money than you're spending, the all-in-one loan probably is a really good match for you. There's a few different ways that we look into it. It has minimum credit score requirement of 700. You have to have a little bit lower debt to income. You have to have reserves at closing. But if you're someone that has, like I said, positive cash flow, you can pay off your home very quickly. And the really unique thing to it is you retain access to the equity at any time.
That's huge because that's, I guess, in some ways different. Like in a traditional 30-year mortgage, with the amortization schedule, you're primarily paying off interest first, where in this case, aren't you going directly to principal?
Yeah. So with the all-in-one loan, really what makes it different is that your house is combined with a checking account. So a lot of people always say to me, well, can't I go make an extra principal payment on my 30-year fix and achieve the same thing, right? And the answer is yes. But what makes the all-in-one loan unique is that it's all of your money. So when money comes into your checking account, it pays down your mortgage and that interest is calculated daily. Where on a traditional loan, it's simple interest that's calculated still, but it's calculated and charged once per month. On the all-in-one loan, it's charged daily. So as long as you let money sit in your savings account, it reduces the amount of interest that you pay. So it's every single dollar works for you, not just what you're making towards a payment, because every dollar that goes into your checking account is going towards your payment.
So then in that case, if it's using a checking account, would it make more sense for most of your spending to be on a credit card and pay that off at the end of the month as opposed to every payment every day with whatever your plan is?
100%, 100%. And I recommend people do that anyway. I think a lot of people do not understand financial literacy and how to be responsible and effective with it. Credit cards have a bad rap because people go wild with them and max them out,
We're
right?
not taught how to use them.
Yeah. But credit cards are a great way for you to get points and have financial security because if someone hacks your credit card and steals $10,000, they just stole the bank's $10,000, not your $10,000. And most banks are a lot more eager to go get their money back and figure out what's going on than your money.
That is so true.
Yeah.
So true. Okay. So starting to all piece together, can you give me an example of a situation where you've used this for a client and what that looked like for them, or the position that they're in now financially because of it? Like, how has this played out for you with your clients?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I have a lot of different examples. One recently, though, is I have a client, he's a video game designer. Okay.
So cool.
Yeah, he's awesome. But he gets really big checks throughout the year. So he gets his salary, but then he gets royalties based on the video games. And then once per year, he gets a really big bonus. I'm talking like $70,000. And he's a sole provider for his family. And what him and his wife have been doing over the past few years is they live on a credit card because his monthly salary is a little bit below what his monthly spending is. So he's using this credit card and racking it up throughout the year. Then he knows he's getting this big bonus at the end of the year and he uses that to pay off the credit card, right? In the meantime, every month he's paying 20% interest and it's just stacking up until the end of the year when he pays it off. With the all-in-one loan, what's really cool about this is his house becomes his checking account. So now he gets this $70,000 bonus. It pays down his mortgage, but where it originally started, that is his line of credit. So throughout the year, he's going to slowly be spending a little bit more, right, than what he's bringing in monthly. So his mortgage would actually increase slowly throughout the year, but then he gets this big bonus and he goes and pays it down. And now instead of paying the credit card company 20% interest, he's paying like a 6.5% interest rate on his home.
Right.
And the interest on his home is tax deductible.
Absolutely.
So he's getting tax breaks, paying less interest, and retaining access to his app. Not only that, even with that entire strategy, he'll pay off his house in 10 years. So then he'll have full access to it.
Well, not just full access. The fact that what I like about this loan program in particular is that it gets you paying off your home quicker.
Yeah.
And with mortgages in general, if we break down what the word mortgage means, because it stems from why, it means death payment.
Yeah.
And that's why it's 30 years. It is. It's wild. No one knows it.
Yeah.
If a mortgage is a death payment and the average first-time home buyer is almost 40 years old now, you're not paying off your home until after you're retired or when you're retiring at 70.
Yeah.
Versus this gives you the opportunity to be debt-free.
Yeah.
And if you're debt-free, you're no longer a slave to the society and you have true freedom.
Yeah.
And that's what I love most about it, is that it's putting more people in a position to live their lives as opposed to getting by and surviving.
What's really unique about it is that the mortgage was designed, the 30-year fix was designed in 1930 after the Great Depression.
Yeah.
Like I said, to help people get into homes, because homeownership is the American dream. And it is great, right? For that, some people need that lower payment and that predictable monthly payment, but not everyone fits into this box, or they do. Everyone fits there, but is it the best for them? And that's where the all-in-one loan can make such a big difference. Because like I said, if you have positive cash flow, I'll use another client, right? Built a construction brand new home. It appraised for 1.8 million at the end of construction. He bought the home for 900 grand. And he paid about 150 to build it. So he had a takeout loan of a 750,000. This client is approaching retirement age. And we did the math. He'll pay off his house, a $750,000 home, within 7 years. Now, in retirement, his goal is to start flipping houses. So what we were able to do is get him $1 million line of credit. He'll be able to pay off his house in 7 years, or even if he finds a flip before that. He now has a credit line of up to $1 million. So he can go and pay cash for a property to flip it, sell the property, go pay off his mortgage back down to wherever it is, or pay it off. But he retains access to capital within a snap of his fingers.
Right. You're not
Right
going
away.
through like having to get a HELOC or anything like that, because
Correct. And there's fees involved every single time you get a HELOC or you do a cash out refinance or anything like
you don't
that.
have that here.
There's no fees involved.
So there's a ton of opportunity with this program. And I understand that you need the positive cash flow and how it's for certain people.
Mhm.
What does delinquency look like on this?
There's never been a foreclosure in
Ever.
the history of the loan because of how it's designed
So how long has it been around for?
since 2005.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So even before we went through
Yeah.
the crash.
It's a really popular loan in like Australia, Europe, even in Canada, it's a thing. But to qualify for it, we require people to prove they're financially sound. Right? You have to have a lower debt to income ratio. You have to have reserves, meaning money in the bank after closing, and you have to have a decent credit score. And then part of our underwriting process, we actually have a calculation that we have to do, that we have to show the underwriter that shows we've done our diligence and this person qualifies for this home. But because of the way the loan is structured and you're paying it off so much quicker,
It's a no-brainer.
it's a
And
no-brainer.
It is. Yeah. So it's all manual.
It is a manual underwrite. Yeah. So every
Which
loan,
I like better, because then you actually have someone looking at it and again,
You can
make a smart
feel-
decision.
yeah, you can feel like really good about it, right?
Right.
Because there's no like, hey, we're cutting this shortcut in
Yeah.
order to get someone in a home. Their underwriting is pretty strict anyway after 2008, right?
Right.
2010, we have a
Mhm.
qualified mortgage. There are guidelines that have to be followed. That being said, there are certain things that maybe it doesn't make the most sense. Like, for example, debt to income on a conventional loan is 50%. And one thing I hate about mortgage is we use your gross income, not your net. So we're using your money before taxes, not the money you're getting in your check, to help you qualify for a home. So if we're taking you up to 50%, that's actually probably closer to 60%, depending on whatever your tax bracket is, to help you qualify for that mortgage. On the all-in-one loan, it's kind of opposite. We're going 43 is our max debt to income that we can have on there. And we have to show, depending on the loan type, because you can do a bank statement loan, you can do an investment property, you can do all sorts of stuff with it. Depending on what the loan type is, there's a certain reserve requirement. Reserves are basically however many months we need, right? So it's 10 to 15%. On a bank statement loan, it's 20 of the loan amount as reserves. So if someone's getting a $500,000 loan, they need like 50 to 75K in the bank after closing in order to qualify, which is a safeguard for the client.
So different from what we're seeing with down payment assistance, where you have nothing in your
Yeah.
account. And
It's like, great, I got a house and I put $1,000 out of pocket, but I have no money in the bank.
Right. What if something happens?
Something is
Right.
going to happen with your house,
Yeah. Okay.
you know?
This is an incredible program. How can people learn more about it?
They can go to my website. It's cashnies.com, Or go to the link in this description and schedule a time to hop on a call with me, and we can dive through your situation and see if it makes sense for you.
I love it. I think everyone should at least look into it.
It is something that everyone should look into.
Yeah.